Get full access to over 10,000 episodes with your paid subscription. MyOutdoorTV. Start your free trial today.
John Day and his brother Tom are hunting in none other than John Day, Oregon. These brothers have been hunting public land, hiking countless miles, and setting up camp in the mountains at night. After many long days with very little action, these Indiana boys finally spotted a promising elk herd.
First thing we do after we eat breakfast, we go out. I spot the biggest herd bull I've ever seen in my entire life.
John may have spotted the biggest bull of his life, but spotting the elk is just one small piece of a very big puzzle.
We trekked over 2 mountain ranges, and the reason why we had to do that after we spotted them was because we had to come around their backside because the wind was coming from the southwest, so we had to go all the way around the long way.
Not only did these hunters have to hike miles and miles to get to these elk, but they had to do it in less than pleasant weather.
The elements wasn't too good that day.
Tom and John might be freezing their butts off, but at least they've closed the distance to the elk herd.
I've got about 20 minutes, and it's gonna get pretty dark. Camp's over there on the other side of the mountain, and the elk are in between here and there. I'm probably gonna flush them out of the entire countryside, but you'll have that.
By the time we got there, the sun was just hitting the horizon, and I was within 300 yards of the herd bull.
Unfortunately, for John to close those last 300 yards and get close enough to take a shot, it meant that he had to leave his cameraman behind. John crawled through some very thick, nasty brush and got himself into position for what he felt was the perfect shot.
But I ranged it, and I feel like it was one of the best shots of my entire life. So the arrow's in him, the luminoc is lit. He's running across the horizon, 100 yards, 200 yards. I'm going crazy. I'm hopping, skipping, jumping. You know, I think I'm the toughest guy in the world, which I'm not, but that's how I felt.
Eventually, John's cameraman and brother climbed down to congratulate him.
I get to hunt with my brother. He just got done battling cancer. He trained all summer to come out here and do this trip.
So I was like super surprised and proud of my brother. The miles and the time that we put out there on the mountain, and I was so impressed with him.
Let's go find this elk.
As John went to recover his elk, he quickly realized that the track job would not be as easy as he initially anticipated.
Was losing blood immediately.
John's celebration quickly turns into a sleepless night as John's efforts to find blood are very unsuccessful.
One thing I left out, it was raining.
It's not a very good day for me. I lost one of the biggest animals in my life. You can't even see 100 yards. We've done everything we possibly can. I'm sick, man.
I tried to get a dog. To my knowledge, in Oregon, you are not allowed to pursue an animal to retrieve another animal.
Things are looking bleak for this tired hunter. However, anyone that knows John Day knows that he doesn't give up easy. He may have spent all night and the following day searching for this elk, but he's back at it again the next day, and this time he brought reinforcements.
I found out who my true friends are to come out here and salvage their hunt and help me try to find this bull. We gridded the entire slope 6 times and then the whole entire drainage back and forth. We couldn't find him, and thanks, buddy.
John's bull was spotted later in the season and will certainly live to see another day.
That plane ride for me on the way home was the absolute worst feeling I have almost ever had in my entire life.
John may be experiencing the lowest point of his hunting career, but there's still plenty more hunting left this year, and John's season is about to hit a bright spot when he spends some time in the woods with a special little lady.
So coming off my lowest point, my next duty is to get my daughter's first buck.
John's daughter Jenna is in pursuit of her first ever whitetail, and this little hunter has her sights set on a buck.
Would not harvest a doe, had them in front of us many times. She was adamant that her first deer would be a buck.
This will be the 3rd year she's whitetail hunted with her dad, and although she's yet to fill a tag, this young hunter definitely has the right attitude and work ethic to get the job done.
I spent the entire summer with my daughter, Jenna, who's 12 years old. Whether it was planting food plots, whether it was getting cam pics off of Iconics, she was right there by my side.
This father-daughter duo is having plenty of fun getting ready for whitetail season. And when the time to hunt finally comes, Jenna knows exactly what weapon she will be bringing with her.
It was youth weekend. You can use a gun or a bow. Jenna had practiced all summer with a Wicked Ridge crossbow. She wanted to use a crossbow. I couldn't even talk her into using a gun. The weather was not right to go to this place that my son and his friend had set up for us, so we had to hunt here at our own property. And we didn't do too well, so here we are, third year, coming up short on youth weekend again. But we knew the next day that the wind would be out of the west, and we knew that the perfect blind would be, and we would hunt it the next morning.
So we're on our way to the stand. We're on some new ground. Awesome landowner that wanted to help a young lady start her hunting career. Maybe you can get this deer killed, God willing, and we can go eat some biscuits and gravy, because that's what we do when we kill a buck.
That morning was very special and went very smooth. The ride there, the perfect talk, dad to daughter, having fun, getting to the blind, just seemed like everything just fell into place perfectly. And when I say almost perfect, it was too perfect, because the buck had actually came out right after we got set, and I wasn't even quite set up with trying to film. Light was a question with the camera.
We hope you've enjoyed this free episode. To continue watching, start your free trial now.